The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
Yeah, you guys ever heard of this band called Simply Tzvat? So I was a dorm counselor in Tzvat for a yeshiva drug rehab place 1,000 years ago. Some of the best years of my life. And Simply Tzvat was having like their start then, and they came to play for us one night. We had a kumsitz with them, and the bass player, a yid, beautiful Bresla yid, Peyas Azeh, Bard Kacha. He sits down and he tells us his story. First, he shows us a picture of his Israeli license, of what he looked like before he did Teshuvah. And he literally looked like Bob Marley. He just had like these long dreadlocks just all around. He looked like Sideshow Bob after a shower. I don't think his just whole frum was just down over his face. I thought maybe this age of people I'd get more of a laugh. Too bad on you. That was really funny. And you really need to check your humor at this point. So it just like you couldn't tell. But this yid, he does his army service. He went off to Thailand afterwards, and he's playing music in like some bar in Thailand. And afterwards, he goes to get a drink at the bar, and he said there was this Chinese guy sitting at the bar, and the Chinese guy got a little bit too drunk. And the Chinese guy started to like rail on him about Jews. And the Chinese guy like, "Oh, you Jews are terrible." I mean, he's just saying all these things. And he said to us, he's like, "Look, the guy hated Jews. Okay, I get it. It's not so funny, not a stretch of imagination. I get it." He said, "But can you tell me one thing though?" The guy said, he's like, "I went like this with my dreadlocks." And he's like, and I opened up the shade and I said to him, "How in the world did you know that I was a Jew?" And he said, the Chinese guy just started laughing at him, and he said to him, "How did I know?" He said, "Everybody can tell a Jew from a mile away. You can't hide. Everybody knows who's a Jew." He stopped and he said, "If this drunk Chinese guy could see that I'm a Jew, but I couldn't see that I was a Jew, I felt that was terrible." He said, within the week I got on a plane, I flew back home, because I had to find out what that Chinese guy knew. What makes me a Jew?
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org